right down to the wire. We can't on the field, we can in the commentary box.
I wonder what conversations are going on in that leg spinner's mind at the moment.
Not trying hard to get a wicket, she gets a wicket, and then trying hard to get a wicket, she can't get one.
Over the wicket. One more chance for King in this over. Again, oh so close. 9 for 135.
This is a situation where Alana King would love to have that throng and just come back in. England saying, okay, the ball's going away, the ball's going away. You almost say to her, just bowl it out the front of the hand at the stumps. That's the least expected delivery. Now Ash Gardner, will she look for that short delivery? Just that surprise one that no one expects from a spin bowler.
Gardner to start her 23rd over, 4 for 30. Short and dealt with well. Runs here. Filer picks up a couple.
That's the first runs scored in 28 balls.
Oh! That hit the bat. That's the only thing that saved her.
Oh, has that hit the pad?
She hit her pad.
Big shout for LBW. I'm sorry. What do you reckon, says Ash? Throw it up, may as well. Why not, says Mitch.
I almost wonder if the other one was more obvious than this one.
The third umpire director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. Start with front on, please.
That has done plenty.
Thank you. We'll go to Ultra Edge when it's available, please. Thank you. Still building Ultra Edge. Gap between bat and ball on the left. First impact is pad. We'll move to ball tracking, please. Thank you. Building ball tracker.
I think this is going to go England's way, but I'd be very interested to see what a replay of the previous delivery told us.
Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets missing. Come back to you on field, Eloise. Get you to stay with your original decision of not out signal now.
We're not finished just yet. Well played again. Filer has faced 26 balls. She's been out there for 35 minutes.
Well, this one is before the DRS. And if there's no bat involved, this is stone dead.
Another big shout. Did it hit her outside the line?
Australia only have one review left.
Phoebe Litchfield making her own fun. Perhaps indicating she might come on for a bowl. All right, that's the end of the over. Over to Alana King. Let's have another look at that on the replay. Height. 9 for 138. It will remain.
I think that's out.
Again missing, so Ash Gardner touched too much, turn. So Alana King, at the start of her 22nd over, has 8 wickets for the match, 4 in both innings, desperately seeking a fiver. She has been so close, so many times. The King's patience being tested. Pops up. Here it is. Short. Darcy Brown, could she have dived forward? She stopped in her tracks.
Well, Australia's fielding's been so clinical throughout this Ashes series. She felt like she wasn't there. She could have dived forward for that for me. She's just pulled out at the last minute. And the battle continues.
She's into her 10th over in this whole game, searching for that 5-wicket haul. She bowled 45 overs, so a quarter of overs. She's just wanting that one extra wicket.
Is it this one?
I think she's just got to do something slightly different here, King. Whether it's just push it out the front of the hand and say, okay, if you want to shoulder arms thinking the ball's going away and it comes straight back at you.
You can just see the exasperation growing. What do I have to do?
Well, this for me is where she can get better for the next Ashes series. Get that googly going.
As Bill weathers the Australian attack again. 9 for 139. And still 9 down as well, Sri Lanka. Australia in 2 countries being held at bay in search of test match victories. Mitchell Stark bowling in Gaul, Elisa Healy pulling the strings at the MCG. It has been a summer of cricket like no other. What a pleasure to be bringing it to you. 7 and 7 plus. Pops up and it goes over Phoebe Litchfield, and they come through for a run. Litchfield shies, misses. Well taken by Ash Gardner. Well, where has this defiance, desperation, determination? England had a little of this earlier in the series. Perhaps 16-0 would not be on the cards.
The second longest partnership of the innings between 10 and 11. The two youngsters, the two seamers, open the bowling together all series. Showing a bit of fight here for England.
The Seagulls take a closer look. That big stride of Lauren Bell, thrusting forward. The obstacle to a fifer and an Australian whitewash at the moment.
This is the pride that we know that this England side have got in them. They love wearing the lines on the chest, and just shows the fight that they do have in them, the confidence of, okay, this is actually what our tick is about. Just keeping them out here.
Well, they've been good, these two. The test match is done. Australia win the Ashes. It's going to be 16-0. But these two just putting up a bit of a fight that we haven't seen.
Big swing and a miss. A rush of blood that came seemingly from nowhere. Bell survives. England survives. It is 9 for 140. Rinse and repeat.
Continued changes here for Alana King, coming around the wicket, trying to pitch it outside leg stump, spinning, trying to catch the edge here.
Tossed up, more bat on ball. Trying everything here. Our producers have even retired Alex Hartley and brought in Lisa Stalaker to find the final wicket.
Geez, that's nasty. Poor Alex. She's had such a tough series.
Goes down. Vol had a piece of it. I mean, for 9 down, needing 1 wicket to win 16-0, this is about as engrossing as it gets.
Right in the breadbasket and right out. It was nicely timed. Oh. Phoebe Litchfield having a good little chuckle about her mate.
The coat of varnish. What next?
I just love here the replays going up on the big screen and then the crowd getting into it as well. Shelley Nitschke having a bit of fun.
Lofted down the ground and just over the head of Talia McGrath. Of course it is. What more can you do but laugh in moments like these?
Oh, she's starting to see the funny side of this. She's like, oh, how am I going to get it? I can do no more. Thought she was in the game for a moment there, Talia McGrath. All the crowd behind her as well, mouths open, waiting for the moment. Just over.
Bat says no. 9 for 141. they can well smile, Filer and Bell. The 10 and 11 doing an outstanding job. They've faced 58 balls for their 7th.
I think she was just indicating there, Lauren Bell, look at my heart rate. It goes, it's fine, and then it goes up with a bit of spike of enthusiasm, and then it goes back down as well. Oh, the crowd have been fantastic. Record crowd. Come on, girl, get into it, he's saying. They are absolutely willing this last wicket on. This is what Test cricket is about. They say white ball's exciting, but I tell you what, this is just as exciting, if not more.
Here's a stat for you. It's been 3 hours since someone else has bowled other than Ash Gardner and Alana King. Obviously taking in a couple of the breaks, but sorry, one break.
Lisa Stalaker, former Australian captain. Would you be nasty enough to make a bowling change? Surely not. Well, maybe so, Skip.
Depends how long they want to be out there for, right? See, that's what I'd say. It's tough, isn't it, with both of them on 4 for. Time isn't an issue, right? A chance to be on the honours board. But I wonder how Elisa Healy's patience is.
The natural light just fading a bit as this day goes on and on.
And on. I guess the only thing is if Ash Gardner or Alana King says, oh, I'm cooked actually.
Short ball, clipped away, and Filer gets a boundary.
An evasion boundary, I think that was. It was get out the way, get something on it. Oh, I think they've been going at less than 1 run and over since the break. Finally, they break the shackles. Well, as much as they could. Oh, Lauren Filer, that nasty fasty, and then once she gets one in her own chops from a spin bowler, who would have thought?
Tossed up, hit away, it lands safely. You could put 50 fielders out there and it would land in a vacant patch of grass at the moment. 9 for 146. So Nitschke and Perry watch on. Dan Marsh on the left of screen. It's become a key part of it all. That was Darcy Brown, and really that was an opportunity. Could have been taken. Then this, that was hit very firmly. George Devol for the front of it. Then this.
What I will say is I think everyone is expecting for the close fielders to be the ones that take this catch. They're zeroed in on what's going on. It's the outfielders at the moment that just need to try and stay awake and try and be part of the game. They're not close to the action, and you know, whether it be the perception of not picking it up or not being quite alert, they've just missed a couple of opportunities.
Dropped. It gets through the hands of Wareham. Well, for the ecstasy that is certain to come at some point, there's a whole lot of agony along the way.
I think that's a perfect delivery for Alana King. Split the field well. It's that above the eye line, no tail order can restrict. I just think she's got to keep it above the eye line. So keep swinging, give it a go, create opportunity.
Spins it past the bat.
It's almost the flatter, faster one is actually doing too much for these players. Just say, okay, here you go, I'll give you a wee teaser. See if you can hold back, and they haven't yet.
She hasn't bowled in the 60-kilometre-hour range. Everything's been above 70. Just drop it down, just see what happens.
Oh, I'd love to split screen A couple of reactions from Alana King on the last delivery and a couple of reactions from Ash Gardner. It's very similar, hands in face. The emotion of searching for that last wicket, the whitewash, the honours board, both just dangling there.
Tossed up, taken! The moment arrives for Australia and Alana King. A maiden fifer at the MCG. She'll be on the honour board. Australia comprehensive from start to finish. Complete. 16-0, the first Ashes whitewash since the series went to the multi-format. And what a performance. Right from the word go. Lisa Stalenka, sum up the emotions right now.
Yeah, certainly a lot of relief because this side has been working so hard together. They would have been bitterly disappointed about the T20 World Cup. The Ashes is just as big for them. And to be able to create history, to play the first ever day-night test match here at the MCG, to get a whitewash, to win an Ashes test since 2011. It means so much for this group. They love playing the longest format. They wanted to play an entertaining brand, and that is exactly what they've done.
And how fitting, Lisa. Alana King, a Victorian, picks up 5 wickets, bowling her overs from the Shane Warne, and caught by Annabelle Sutherland, another Victorian who also got her name on the honours board. It's taken her 13 overs to search for that 1 wicket to get the 5 that she wanted in this game, Alana King. Fantastic bowling, such great reward. And this team continues to push boundaries. They, for me, are the greatest Australian sporting side in history. And there's been a lot of them. I guess for England, it's back to the drawing board. There's been a lot of things that they can take away from this tour, but you cannot take that ball out of that young lady's hand.
Oh, the battle within the battle at the end. Gardner and King. Who was going to get on the honour board at the MCG? And it was King in the end who bowled and beat the bat, oohed and ahed, and had moments of agony and near misses left, right and centre. 9 wickets in her home test match in Melbourne. A performance she and all of us who are here to watch it will never forget.
There's a lot of respect, isn't there, being shown to Alana King. Hugs, well bowled. Amazing to see a leg spinner dominate across all the 3 formats. We mentioned that she hadn't played T20 cricket for over 2 years. Got the opportunity because of Soph Molyneux and the injury. But it's just really amazing work by the Australian girls and the fans that have also come in to watch this team play.
So Australia convincing winners in this series. A dominant performance. Let's go down to Emma Freedman to soak it all up.
And that's what we'll do to begin with, Nico, with Phoebe Litchfield. Congratulations, the ecstasy, but I also imagine the relief after the last half hour. Can we just look around and soak up what you're seeing right here, right now? The biggest crowd ever at a women's test match, and you guys have achieved a whitewash. Well done.
Yeah, it's so good. I think, yeah, that last hour was kind of sitting with the feeling, and now to experience it, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the crowd here was awesome. The way that Melbourne's got around us, let alone Australia, and then I think the way we've played our cricket, it's an exciting brand, and it's awesome to whitewash them, to be fair.
We've become accustomed to you guys winning and putting on dominant displays, but throughout this series that has gone on for a month or so, you guys have worked so well as a team. Take us behind closed doors and the vibe within the team, the energy clearly there, and how you've always got each other's backs.
Yeah, the hunger, the fight, and, you know, I'm surprised by the 12-0, but I'm also not surprised. I think the way we've trained, we've played, we've spoken about our cricket, we've been super honest, we've reflected really well from our poor performances, and to come out, you know, planning on, you know, whitewashing them, but to kind of execute that and play some awesome cricket. And I think in all those 50-50 moments, whether it was us or the English, we've always snatched it up, and I think that's the difference between those tight games. And then to come out here today and some of the ODIs and T20s and just smash them was a really good feeling.
Well done, Phoebe.
Thank you so much.
Go and enjoy it. Back to you, Nico.
Beautifully done, Phoebe Litchfield, enjoying every second of that. great mate Georgia Vol on debut. Annabelle Sutherland just cool me down after all of that.
I look at Shelley Nitschke there, and you don't talk about her much. She just sort of tends to sit in the background, and she has had such a massive influence on Alana King and her development and the faith that she's had in this side. Just see that nice emotion on her face. She is so stoked. She had a great embrace from Elise Ely, and she doesn't get talked about that often, Lisa. She, for me, is the way that she backs these players. There's that nice calmness, but also that directness with her as well, and it's a great reward for her as well as the players.
Back to Emma Friedman.
And this brand new baggy green Georgia Vol looks absolutely wonderful of you. How about to win a test match first up in it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Unbelievable series from the girls. Obviously, it's nice to, come in at their T20s in the test match. But yeah, it's pretty surreal to be out here. And yeah, for that last week, there was a bit of a grind, but yeah, so much fun.
What about you, though, the last couple of days, to be able to receive that debut for the Australian Test side and then win it? Tell us about the composure. We know that you're a young gun of the future. You're going to be leading the side in no time, but tell us about, I guess, the different level of endurance and composure you had to get within yourself to get through this game.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, would have liked to bat it a little bit longer there. I was, put the feet up all day yesterday, so I was super excited to come out here today. But yeah, it's just another level Test match cricket, and I'm so grateful and for this opportunity to come out here with these girls. And 16-0 is pretty nice.
I'll let you go because I'm going to bring in the coach right now in Shelley Nitschke. And she deserves a lot of praise. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What an absolute honour to be able to take this side through a series like this and coach them to the greatest victory that we've seen on home soil for a long, long while.
Yeah, look, it's amazing. It probably hasn't sunk in yet. I think, we had a pretty tough Ashes over there a couple of years ago, so to come back and have them come out here and play like that and finish like that is, it's awesome.
What's been your message over the last month to the girls consistently? I'm sure there's been one phrase uttered day in, day out to get them up and about each and every day.
Yeah, I think, we speak a lot about just sort of playing our own way and making sure we're keeping the focus on ourselves and not keeping too much focus on the scoreline and how the series is playing out. We're sort of keeping our eyes down a little bit and hoping that the rest will take care of itself.
What are you most proud of? I mean, the on-field performance, there's been some serious ones. Alana King, the 22 wickets for the entire series is just extraordinary. But what in your mind sticks out?
I think it's just the application across the series. It's been a pretty hectic series in regards to travel and the scheduling. So just application to keep the job at hand and just seeing the younger players perform like that, Georgia Vol coming in and things like that. It's it makes you really proud.
Okay, congratulations, Shelley. There's one of your star players who's going to jump in right now. We'll speak to you a bit later on. Ash Gardner, well done. Fourth for out here this afternoon. How did it feel?
Yeah, good. I think, just being able to, play a role with the ball. That's been something that I'd kind of searched for throughout this test match, and for obviously Alana King to take 9 wickets through the test match was super pleasing for her. She's kind of put England on the ropes throughout this series, and to see her take a fifer at her original home ground, I'm certainly pretty pleased for her.
Oh, you've been outstanding as well, but can you talk us through that last hour? The back and forth, the communication, because we were riding every single ball with you. Take us inside there.
Yeah, it was one of those things where obviously you don't fully understand what their tactics are. Obviously 10 and 11, you kind of expect them to, play some shots, defend a couple, but they hung in probably a lot longer than what we thought, and I was trying a few different things, bowling a short ball, which got Sophie Eccleston out, but obviously wasn't to be again, but just trying to, not get bored, which is really hard, and I think, when they're just kind of shutting up shop, it's pretty tricky to stay switched on out there, but I think there's those moments where you need to stay switched on because the ball could go up in the air, and you need to take that opportunity. So, it was a bit of a grind out there for that last hour, but, so pleased to have that done in 3 days.
Pleased, but also proud. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Ash Gardner there, an amazing performance by our Australian women on this massive stage, Nico.
Yeah, absolutely. She was such a key part of it. Obviously didn't play in the T20s, but that 100 in Hobart was something very special. Bowled beautifully today as well, Ash Gardner. Lisa Stalaker, as a former Australian captain, I want to know from you the significance of this, the occasion, first ever pink ball test match, men's or women's, at the mighty MCG. Huge crowd, great crowd for women's cricket here, and an Australian win, a whitewash 16-0. The magnitude of that.
Yeah, it's massive, and kind of when I look at the crowd and when I looked at the first few days, there were so many past players that represented the country, wore their own other different types of baggy green, but Cricket Australia and the ACA brought everyone together to kind of celebrate and dip their hat to the pioneers who paved the way. And then these players to sit there and watch an Annabelle Sutherland, a Beth Mooney create history, their first pink ball test match. I think it's just a pinch yourself moment. The MCG will forever be so special in women's cricket because you think of all of the big moments that have happened. You think back to 2020 and now this day-night pink ball test. It will forever be a special place in women's cricket history.
And Shelley Nitschke, you could see that she's not an emotional type, but you could see how much it all meant to her as well, and to be in charge of this team. I mean, Katie, they are, as you said, a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, to think the success she's had as a coach, also a player. She's won the Commonwealth gold medal in Birmingham a couple of years ago, and yeah, probably emotional, Lisa, wasn't she? More emotion we've seen out of her, and just seeing her eyes, you sort of can't believe it in a way. She's sort of, for me, she's an understated character, and she was always really tough to play against, but as a coach, she is just someone that I think just likes to sit in the background. She likes to push the players forward, her other staff as well, and just say, look, you go and absolutely express yourself.
One thing I will say, Matthew Mott, we've had the privilege of having him. I think their relationship has certainly helped. I don't think Shelley initially wanted to be the head coach, and he's like, no, you're ready to go. And it hurt her a lot, the T20 World Cup, and so she, I think, dug deep within herself to figure out how can she help this side move forward.
Well, 90 seconds after the final wicket here in Sri Lanka, countries apart, this happened. Women one step ahead of the men, as Kuhnemann has had a memorable test match at Gaul as Australia wins comprehensively there. So one touring Australian team, one at home, and wins convincingly for both. We've got the presentations coming up, all the celebrations and the reactions to continue after what has been a stunning series win for Australia over the old enemy.
In the game of champions, when they go up against the best, playing for the jacket with victory's golden crest. Champions rise. This is magic. Because when reputation is on the line, history is on the line, and victory is on the line, champions put it all on the line.
ICC Champions Trophy starts Feb 19, live on Sky Sport.
It's the Eclipse Cross PHEV 2024 pre-reg clearance sale. Huge price reductions right across the range, starting with the XLS for just $39,990 plus dealer delivery fee. This is the hybrid that lets you choose pure electric city commuting or powerful and responsive open road performance, delivering an exceptional 2.1 litres per 100 Ks. The Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross PHEV pre-reg clearance sale on now from $39,990 plus dealer delivery fee. See your local participating Mitsubishi Motors dealer.
I've got a camper van to tour the country's two main islands. I can reach the pedals, yay! I want to find out how being a New Zealander is different from being an Aussie. New Zealand is famous as the place of water and sky and mountains. But other than scenery, what sets our two countries apart? I need to learn what is the identity of New Zealand.
Yeah, now pop your eyes. Yay!
And what are the challenges New Zealanders face?
They can be a little bit prickly.
Well, so can I. I'm still working it out.
Well, you're going to change that.
Miriam Margolyes in New Zealand. Premieres February 13 on Sky Open.
When calamity strikes, all that is left is Kuda, lest we be overwhelmed by darkness.
What if we are the darkness? You stand on the sideline too long. The game is going to be over.
Discover and stream the latest and greatest movies. Movies make life make sense.
You know, stuff of adventures.
We're being set up, detectives.
You hungry, little guy?
I want people to hear my voice. I'm pretty dressed too.
We're definitely seeing that.
Upgrade now to Sky Movies.
Two giants. One epic showdown. T20 fireworks and ODI drama.
Oh, this is just unbelievable.
It's a summer of cricket you won't forget.
And look at the jubilation. Would you believe it?
Sky Sport has every ball live. England Tour of India. Live Sky Sport.
She probably should have had more wickets as well if it wasn't for some of the fielding yesterday from England. But look, she started off exceptionally well in the first session this afternoon, set the tone for her team. They were able to pick up those 5 wickets and get back out onto the field with the bat. But they were just so far back in the match, weren't they? It was always going to be a tall order for them to come out and be competitive and get the job done. But look, she's one of the best players in the world for a reason. She'd be disappointed with the tour overall, but yeah, a great moment for her individually.
Yeah, wonderful moment for Eccleston. This woman on screen as well, Lauren Bell. She had a great series as well. She did her best there at the end with her defensive strokes with the bat, but her contribution with the ball was outstanding for England. The fielding effort
Hello
was,
and welcome
what
to the
let them down.
post-series presentation for the Combank Women's Ashes series between Australia and England. And what a series it has been. History-making and record-breaking on so many levels, from some extraordinary on-field performances to the remarkable attendance and viewership numbers, to the hosting of the first ever day-night test match at the MCG, and an incredible series whitewash by the Australians. Thank you to the match officials, the umpires, match referee and scorers. Your efforts across the series are greatly appreciated. Cricket Australia also sincerely thanks Combank and all the partners who are wonderful supporters of the game. I'd like to also welcome to the stage Marg Jennings, of course, former captain of Australia and also a member of the Test Century Club. And that is fitting, because I'm pleased to present the Combank Player of the Match to Annabelle Sutherland. 163 off 258 balls, the first woman ever to score a Test century at the MCG. Congratulations to you, Belzy, in front of a home crowd. A wonderful personal effort, but let's touch on the team to begin with. How does it feel to win this series in such emphatic fashion?
Yeah, really proud of the girls. I think overall such great contribution from the whole squad throughout the whole series, and 16-0, how good.
Your performance yesterday was one to savour, and one that everybody here and your family, your friends, a ground that you know so well. For those who haven't heard you speak about your innings yesterday, talk us through a couple of moments of it.
No, just really special to obviously be here, have the opportunity to play a test match at the MCG, a ground that I grew up spending a lot of time at. And yeah, just to spend time with my teammates out there and contribute to the team's win today is really cool.
What about the ground and doing it at this special place? It's a hallowed piece of turf, and now your name goes on that honour board.
Yeah, pretty cool. Moons and I are up there, and Kingy's going to join. It's pretty special, and I think, yeah, as a Victorian, nothing better than getting a test match win out here on the G.
Can we touch on Moons to begin with, because going to bed last night on 98 not out would not have been easy, but you both join a very prestigious and elite club. Must be special to share it with such a special teammate.
Yeah, I mean, Moons has had such a great series, huge contributions with the bat all throughout, and she did it again yesterday and today, and absolutely love batting with her. I think we complement each other really well. And yeah, nice to just put on a really great partnership and get it really way ahead of the game.
The love and respect you have for each other is fantastic and wonderful to see over the last 3 days. Congratulations.
Thanks, Em. Thanks, guys.
Our player of the match there, Annabelle Sutherland. And the Combank player of the series with 23 wickets to her name, Alana King.
Congratulations, Kingy. A beautiful medal in your hand for all of your work over the last month or so. It's been a series mainly of ups for you guys. How has it felt as a team to get through this undefeated?
Yeah, 16-0 has a really nice ring to it, and couldn't be proud of the girls how we've played the last month of cricket. Yeah, we had our backs against the wall at times, but for us to stick fat, play the way we want to play, and hopefully, entertain everyone that came out. It's a brilliant effort from all of us.
We love watching you bowl, and we've loved it this afternoon in particular. How much fun have you had with ball in hand?
Yeah, I've had fun from the get-go, to be honest. I'm always happy to have the ball in my hand, and the skipper knows that, and it's sometimes hard to get the ball out of my hand at times, but as I said, I love bowling for this team, and I love trying to help contribute to many wins, and yeah, I'm just stoked that it's a great win, and we're going to enjoy tonight.
The women's game continues to grow from strength to strength, and I hate saying the women's game. It is the game. It is your game, and it continues to grow each and every year. This test match here that we've experienced over the last couple of days has been something very special. The future looks extra bright, and no doubt you'll be a big part of that. I'm sure you have some people to thank from the team and also from your personal side too.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Special shout out, like England, thank you for coming out. It's been obviously probably not the tour that you wanted, but you've challenged us at times, and it's always been a great contest against you girls. To our girls, we absolutely love it. We love winning, and we're not going to stop here. So, and thanks out to the fans. You've come out in numbers, and we've absolutely loved it. And special shout out to my fam up there. We'll have a beer later on.
The King clan will be partying tonight. Congratulations. Alana King, our player of the series. I'd now like to invite England captain Heather Knight to the stage to say a few words.
Heather, unfortunately not the few weeks that you would have been hoping for, but I'm sure there are a few people you would like to thank for the journey that you've been on over the last month. It's been terrific to watch, with some highlights from your side, but I'm sure there's a few people you would like to make mention of.
I just want to say congratulations to Australia. They've played some remarkable cricket. They made it really tough for us out here. They've really pressed home their advantage when they've been on top, and they've had some brilliant performances. And I also want to thank the crowd. I think there's been some really good crowds. It's been really awesome actually to see. Most well-supported test match, which is really cool. It's obviously a format that I absolutely love playing. So, yeah, awesome to see lots of crowds in and supporting the Australian side. And obviously there's been a few Brits following us around as well. So, yeah, we really appreciate their support.
Is there a positive to be taken out of the last few weeks? What is it for you guys? I'm sure there is something that you can find.
Oh, look, I think it's been a tough month, hasn't it? Australia have played some remarkable cricket, and we've competed at times, I think, but haven't been able to do it for long enough. And they're a brilliant team at pressing home their advantage when they're on top. And yeah, there's been some really good performances at times. I think Lauren Bell in particular deserves a mention. I thought she's been outstanding with the ball, particularly that ODI series and how she's bowled in the Test match. And yeah, look, I can't fault the effort, particularly the bowlers. It was a real graft yesterday. I thought they really dug deep and executed some brilliant skill as well. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, weren't quite good enough.
We greatly thank you for being such a great competitor throughout this series, and good luck for the future.
Thanks very much.
Heather Knight there. And now, to hear from the skipper, the Australian captain, Elisa Healy. Well, Skip, that's one way to win an Ashes series. 16-0. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel for you for leading the side? I know that a lot of the girls are completely overawed by ecstasy and relief somewhat, but how does it feel for you as captain?
Amazing, and I think got to put some credit to T-Mac as well. She led beautifully in that T20 series, so it was a joint effort, but I thought the team just as a whole couldn't be prouder of that group that's standing right over there. I think at every opportunity we thought England maybe were clawing their way back. Somebody came out and shut the door on them, so I think, full credit to that group of people standing there.
What's been the highlight? Has it been the day-night test match here at the MCG, the first ever, or is there something else you want to make reference to?
I think the whole series is on a whole. I mean, playing at some of the best stadiums in Australia against a really good opposition, getting crowds back to cricket, I think has been an amazing experience. This was really cool. 3 days of it was pretty amazing, and it's great to see everybody here, but I think the whole series just in general was an amazing experience for everyone.
Touching on those fans, record-breaking crowd, but also the number of people watching at home has been absolutely through the roof. Yep. This game is in good hands at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think hopefully they just don't bump us to 7-8 next time. We'll watch instead of the boys, but I'm just kidding.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
No, I'm just kidding, Jonesy. No, don't take the heart. No, I think it's been amazing. I mean, even just to sit up there and watch. I mean, you've got Fox here live at the ground, you've got Seven here live at the ground as well, and there was even a mega wall at one point where you could watch, both games of cricket, and I think that's outstanding. It's well supported within our organisation, but also from you guys as broadcast, which makes the experience for us and obviously everyone here and at home even better.
You realise that 90 seconds after the victory here, there was victory in Gaul.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. So 2 big test wins for Australia within 2 minutes of each other. I'm sure you've got a few thanks, including your wonderful coach and the coaching staff.
Well, you've led me into that one. Well done, Shell. No, I don't have a whole heap of thanks. I think we'll do all that downstairs and congratulate everyone. But I just like to echo Heather's words and thank the crowds for coming out to support us this Ashes series. We called for it a little while ago that we want to see people back at the women's game after what we experienced here in 2020. So it's great to have you all here, but right throughout the series the support's been amazing. And I'd like to thank the 13, 14 girls that have played throughout this series. I think it's been an outstanding effort and well deserved.
Congratulations. I'll let you welcome all of your team up on stage, because this really is a moment to get excited about. Please welcome all of the Australian women cricketers to the stage as they celebrate their victory in the CommBank Women's Ashes Series.